Alright. I'll try to make this quick. I don't have a lot of patience to discuss this topic, but I'm sure more people have already talked about it than me. So, here's my take on the Roblox updates of recent for January 2026. I really hate the fact that this happened on the month of my 21st birthday. But of course, it just had to happen this way, didn't it? Thank you, David Bazuki. You made it all happen this way. What a great way to ruin the platform for people like me. What a great way to go about it. Chat verification through age. Brilliant. Brilliant idea, my friend. Brilliant. You really know how to address an issue, don't you? You piece of shit. Alright. Now that I did that, I've got a few other things I need to quickly say before I lose my patience completely. The updates that were implemented recently that many YouTubers and other social media people have addressed, that I'm also going to address because I feel like it and because you're watching the video and wasting your time looking at my face, which is gorgeous, by the way, if you ask me. And I don't care about your opinion on my face. The people who have addressed the videos regarding the matter of the two recent updates for Roblox age verification just to use chat go a little something like this. You need either a facial verification or you need an ID verification. Now, the ID verification is for the adults who don't feel like having their face recorded into Roblox's record database. And of course, that allows them access to things like voice chat for the 18 plus section. As for the facial recognition identification, that grants things like that to younger players, like minors. But that doesn't extend to the third... Let me try that again because my voice decided to... my tongue decided to do something and not cooperate with the rest of my verbal abilities. The facial verification method allows voice chat access for games that allow that, but not extending to the adult section. Now, both options permit chat once verified, but if you refuse to verify either, then you cannot use the text chat. Or so I would assume, because when I first figured out that these updates were implemented, I had verified both, and I was of age to do both. However, because I had already done both, neither were something I had to worry about. Because I was curious about trying to see what was happening in games like My Cup for the adults. This was months ago, so don't get on my case. I immediately regretted my decision, and henceforth, I haven't activated my in-game mic in, I'd say, 14 months? Yes. That's actually a really accurate amount of time, I think. The things that still happen in those games, by the way, I'd imagine that they are still not something anyone needs to see. But Roblox has not been able to fix that, no matter what you do. The new updates have not fixed anything, by the way. People have found ways around that. By people trying to verify as either younger or older individuals using people's accounts that are younger or older than their designated accounts. Or, and this is my favorite misconception for the verification process, because it is just a ridiculous screw up for the AI processor, getting segmented into the, or yes, getting sorted into the wrong age group. Which, by the way, you can't get sorted into a different one once you're already predestined, or rather put into one of the groups, unless you age out, as I found out once my birthday rolled around. Now, before my birthday, as it's pretty obvious, I was in the 18 through 20 group. And of course, I'm speaking Captain Obvious language here. I checked after my birthday, and yes, I was put in the 21 plus group, which completely removed my ability to speak with anyone below the 18 through 20 group. And you realize how isolating that is? I can't speak to anyone that was in my friend group from that area anymore. I wasn't trying to speak to anyone else. But it's incredibly isolating. I don't like speaking to people younger than that, because people are just ridiculously weird. Kids from Generation Alpha are a different breed entirely, and I do not like them. But that's kind of missing the point here. The way that Roblox has decided to go about this entire change has left a lot of things to be desired. Like the ability to speak again, openly, in chat. And no, that does not mean swearing openly in chat. I'm sure we can all agree on that. Unless you're just a really blunt piece of work who doesn't have the ability to distinguish between the time to speak openly and the time to be respectful. They also don't seem like they're going to go back on that anytime soon. So the notice movement, and by that I mean the loss of millions of players leaving the platform, that seems like a fine thing for them to do, honestly, in response to these update failures. The fact that David Baszucki thought that this was okay was the dumbest thing he could have possibly done, and everyone else agreeing with him on this needs to shove it up their butt. There is a lot of problems going on, and I'm pretty sure there's a good chance that this year I'm also going to join the mass exodus happening for Roblox. And if that does happen, it might also be the end of my channel. It's pretty clear that I've noted this. I'm very picky about the games I play. So, if that does happen, I appreciate all of you who stuck around. Because it's been a rough ride for a lot of us. We've tried our best, we got somewhere, and that somewhere brought us here. But I think this might be the time for me to put down the controller and face the facts. This platform is doomed. So, either they'll fix it or they won't. Thank you all for watching this video. And have a great rest of your day. Lord out.